this program to be a passive one. You know, I don't want it to be a passive one. I want it to be an active one. So it's very, very important that we. I would use this section to ask questions and just really flow and see how we can, you know, get the program better and make sure we get the benefit. Russell, can you hear me? Hello, Russell, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Eric,
yes, I can.
Are you there? I think Eric is struggling with his welcome, Adibayo.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome, Charles. Welcome, Russell. Welcome, Fire. Is it Free Boy? Abduari. Yeah, these are his names. Welcome, Bolaji. So welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I really appreciate you taking time to join us today. Basically, everybody who's here, we are here for one purpose. The conversation is, you know, how can we start benefiting from the internet? Yeah, that's one of the things that brought us all together. How can we all benefit from the internet? Because as someone who has been very passionate about the internet, I tell people that finding ways to build an income online is one of your superpowers right now. Like the benefits is just so high that you don't want to ignore it. And also the freedom also, because freedom is very important in life, you know. So how many of us have gone through the first module in the Knowledge to Profit program? How many of us have gone through the first module? Whether you are part of the old Knowledge to Profit or the new one, have you gone through the first module?
Yes.
Yes, we've gone through that. Yes.
Okay, amazing. So this section is for questions and answers. Yeah, I just want, if you have questions, maybe when you are going through the module, you had some questions you wanted to ask me directly, then this is where we now tackle those questions, so that as I answer questions for someone, you who's also going through that situation, you can now understand it better. I don't know if you get. So if you have a question, just raise up your hand. You know, raise up your hand. I think there's a sign that says raise up your hand. Just raise up your hand, and you can ask your questions. How we can do it orderly. The question based on the first module. If you have any question on that, raise up your hand. Nobody has a question? Or you can comment. You can comment. I have a question, so I bring you up so that you can we can make it orderly. Yeah. If you have a question, just comment. I have a question, so I can give you the go ahead to speak. No question. So I believe we've all gone through the first module, yeah. So basically, the first module is all about mindset, yeah. It's where we break down the mindset. Like I talk about mindset a lot. If you've gone through the program I call the MSF framework, that is the lesson I talk about, the MSF framework, then you understand the MSF framework as it pertains to achieving the things we want in life. Because there are a lot of people who you and I might know, or maybe you might be this person who I want to give now. You have some skill set, you are very good with some areas of your life, you have some level of intelligence, yeah, but yet you're not able to convert that into money. You see people who are not even as qualified as you getting ahead while you are struggling. It might not be you, it might be people you know in your environment who are, you know, into some form of one thing or the other. They are, you know that these people are very, very good, they are very creative, but yet it's difficult for them to really convert that into the money, the success they crave. And that's because, for my own research and my own understanding, you know, really studying life and seeing how things work, I realize, man, a lot of people have talents, they have skill sets, but the problem that many people have is just the lack of beliefs, the right beliefs guiding them in life. Because your beliefs is really one of the most important foundation you must develop, because many of us come from a very, depending on where you come from or the kind of information you were exposed to, those information are now fighting against us without us even being aware of it. You see the informations we were given from childhood, you know, when you are born, you come into this life as a new phone. There's nothing inside, everything is new, yeah? So society, your parents, your peers, and everybody around you, the education system, the religious system, all these people contribute into downloading information into your head. You're uploading information into your head, and you now download that information and operate with that script, which now affects a lot of us from really getting to where we want to be. So that's why it's very, very important we really work on the mindset, guys. Very, very important. I'll tell you that no matter what you are learning right now, you're learning the skill set, but if you don't have the mindset, the right beliefs guiding you in this journey, you're going to see, you are going to try it for a while and give up. I believe a lot of us have fallen victim to that. Somebody even asked the question, they say, how can you maintain your momentum to not give up? This is what we are talking about here. Let me ask you questions here. What's the reason people give up in life? What's the reason we give up? Let me know. What's the reason you think we give up? Just let me know in the chat. What do you think is the reason people give up? From your own understanding about yourself and the things you've done in your life, what are the things you feel like really made you give up? Why did you give up in the things you were trying to achieve or accomplish in your life? Why did you give up at some point? What caused it? Let me know in the comment section, guys. What caused it? What caused you from giving up? What made you give up? Or you can respond. You can talk in your mind if you want to talk. You can talk directly if you want to talk, yeah?
Okay, this Eric.
Because this is more of an,
seems to be lost.
I want this to be an interactive section, you get me? It's not just me talking. The course already did that, yeah? This is all about, I don't understand this in the course. I want to ask this question regarding this, yeah? So that's where we are, that's why we are here.
My name is Richard.
Okay.
One of the reasons I feel people give up is because when things are not going their way.
Please, let's mute our mics. If we want to talk, then we'll mute ourselves. Let's mute our mics first. I think let's mute all. Okay. Good. So who was going to talk just now? So unmute yourself and talk. Richard, I think you're the one.
When things are not going our way.
Okay.
When things are not going our way, like the way we plan.
Okay, good. When things are not going our way.
I feel that's the reason why people give up.
Okay, great. So which other opinion we have again? Which other answer we have? Why do you think we give up in life or in the things we are trying to achieve or accomplish? Somebody say why. Well, Richard say why things are not going our way. So which other one do you have? Unmute yourself and talk. Unmute yourself because everybody's muted now. So unmute yourself if you want to talk.
Okay. My name is Eric.
Yeah, welcome, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. We give up sometime when we think that we've tried all means and we think that there's nothing more to it.
Okay. That is when you feel like there's no hope anymore, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. Amazing contribution. So any other person has another contribution? Why do you think we give up?
Yes,
Hello.
my name is Russell.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
name is
Russell.
Russell. Yes. I I noticed that a lot of us give up because of fear of the unknown.
Mm,
Something that we've not tried, but we just felt that it is not possible for us to do that thing. So we just give up without even giving it a try.
okay, that's amazing. That's beautiful. So another person?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, we're great. We're great. Welcome,
Good.
Mr. Ola.
Good.
Welcome.
Yes, you messed up my name. My name is Abdul Bari.
Sorry, I was okay. Abdul Bari. Okay, sorry, not you.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just messing with you. All right. I think sometimes beside you not comfortable, lack of resources
Okay.
can make you give up.
Hmm.
And also if you are getting yourself around the wrong people,
Yeah.
people that are not having the same thought as you can make you give up on your goals.
Hmm.
And also you're not determined to achieve what you want, because if you're determined to achieve what you want, you won't give up.
Yeah.
So those
Amazing.
are the three things that can contribute to that.
Amazing. Thanks a lot. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So that let me just say, everybody is right. Yeah, we're all correct on that regard. That these different reasons, yeah, are some of the reasons why we give up. Some of us might not even know what to do. That's why we give up. Maybe we'll get to a place where we feel like, oh, I can't figure this out, so let me just give up. Yeah. Sometimes it gets to a place where things get hard, so let me just give up. Yeah. Sometimes, okay, we lack resources, so let me just give up. Yeah. Okay, the beliefs in the people you around you make you feel like, this thing, are you sure it's going to work? They put some little bit of doubt in your mind, and we give up. But the underlying thing in everything that has to do with us giving up is this: is it possible for you to give up when you know that you are going to succeed anyway? Say if you try something and you know you are certain that, yes, I'm going to get the result I want. Is it even possible for you to give up in that regard? Let me know in the comment section if you feel like it's possible. Say you already have this certainty in your mind that, yes, this thing, even though I'm going through difficulty right now, even though the people in my environment are saying it's not going to work, even though I have fear that it's not going to work, even though I don't have the resources, but still I have this genuine, belief that, no, this thing, I know I'm facing these challenges here, but I know this thing will still work. Do you think it's possible to give up in that regard? So, if it's not possible to give up in the case of, say, when we have that certainty, then you understand that the bottom line for everything has to do with your beliefs about how that thing is going to be for you. What is the result? You think that thing is going to give you the result you want? And therefore, I think it's module, is it lesson 2 or lesson 3, one of them, where I gave you a lesson from Tony Robbins. Personally, that program, I shared a part of it I got that program for a lot of money. But what that program allowed me to understand is the idea of creating the certainty in your mind before you even get started. Even though you don't know, you don't have the entire piece to say this is what's going to happen, but you just have this belief that, yes, I believe that this thing is going to work for me. Because if you don't believe it, it's going to be impossible. Everything we are going to be learning in this program is going to be impossible for it to work if you do not believe it. But the most important thing is to believe that, because once you believe it, that's where you see yourself get to this next level whereby, nothing can stop you anymore. Nothing, as in you just get into the frame of mind where nothing can just stop you. You are just there. You are going through the hardship. You are just there. Because no matter what you want to do in life to get anything that's positive, no matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to do, that when it comes to, let's just put it in the context of anything that has to do with making money or making your life better, it's not easy. It can never be easy. It cannot be easy, because if it's easy, then you see more successful people in the world. You see more people who have the results in the world. You will see more of these people. But because it's not easy, And that's the way life should be. That's why you need to be tested. You need to go through trials and tribulations. You need to face the hardship. Then beyond that is when you see the result. So for many of us, some of the things I've seen with a lot of people go through some of my programs in the past was the reason why I decided I wanted to make sure we do this kind of life section is to ensure that you not just get the information, but you get you are able to take action and implement and get so that you can get the result, because what you are getting now is a strategy. But the strategy is only valuable when you are willing to implement it and get the result from it. But implementing it is not going to be easy, because for so many of us, this is our first time doing some of the things we are doing. This is our first time, maybe, okay, let's say when we start creating programs and all this, there are a lot of uncomfortable things you are going to be faced with, which are not going to be easy. But if you are looking for something that is easy, that means you are not really ready to elevate to your next level, because nothing that has to do with you increasing in life will come easy. You have to go through the process. I don't know if we are getting this, because it's very, very important we get this. The mindset is the foundation to anything. Your mindset is simply the beliefs you have. There are 3 beliefs I talked about. The first belief you must have is you must believe that this thing will work for you. You must just believe that this thing will work for you. This thing you are learning now will work for you. I don't know how it's going to work for me. I don't care to know how. I don't care to know how, but I just believe that as long as he said this thing works for him, then I believe that it's going to work for me too. Once you have that belief, the second belief you must have is that you can and you will be able to make it work. That you have what it takes, that you are enough to make it work. You are enough. You don't need to be special. You don't need to be more intelligent than you are. You don't need to be more smarter or more, you don't have to have any specific features. Who you are is enough. Just believe that who you are is enough. I'm enough to make this happen. I'm enough to, to create products and sell products. I'm enough to sell the things I know. I'm enough to do that. Once you get to that mindset, now the third belief you need to have then is once I finally, build this stuff and start this business and build this business, it's going to be worth it. That all the sacrifices that I'm going to make, like the money I pay, the time I'm going to invest in it, because money is nothing. Yeah, the only thing I'm careful of is not the money. Money is nothing, because money we spend money on dumb shit all the time. If you are into someone like me, okay, for instance, you have Apple Music, you have all these different channels, Netflix, and all these things. This thing costs a lot of money. Yeah, if you calculate the amount of money you are spending within the year, you know that you are really spending a lot of money in nonsense. So money is nothing for me. The thing I'm very careful of is when I create programs, I try to put myself in the person. If the person goes through this program, is it going to be worth their time? Because time is something you will never get back. That's why I'm really more focused on making sure the return of your investment when it comes to your time you're spending into this is going to be worth it. Do you get me? So the sacrifices, the third belief is just understanding that the time, the sacrifices, the efforts, and everything you're going to put into building this business is going to be worth it for me. That is just one of the 3 mindsets you must have, the 3 beliefs you must have. Having these beliefs now gives you the permission to do the hard work, so that when you get to that point where you face your first difficulty, you still find the resilience to keep pushing. Because the people who push past that pain period are those who are going to get the result. I don't know if you are getting me. Let me know in the chat if you are really getting what I'm saying. Because this is very important we get it. Let me know in the chat if you are getting what I'm saying, please, guys. Let me know in the chat if we are getting what we're saying. You're getting what I'm saying. So, like I said, I think I've spoken a lot now. So, if you have any question, because normally this section is about question and answer, so I don't just want to be the one talking. This is not the call. This is a conversation section. So, if you have any question, I'd like you to unmute yourself and just ask a question so I can tackle your question here in case you have any question. Yeah.
Thank you there. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, thank you for that, Charles. My question is, how do you actually understand your niche itself? How do you know this is my niche? Is it, and how do you identify that this niche is very valuable?
You're not very clear. You're not very audible. Can you? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, great. Yes, yes.
Yes. My question was, how do you identify your niche and also your target audience?
Okay,
And
great.
how would you know the sort of digital product that your target audience will really want, or that will create a value add for your end users?
Okay, great. That's a beautiful question, Mr. Bode. And so for some of us, we've not gotten to that module yet. So some of us will go into it next week. Yep. But this is very important. Just listen to what this particular understanding for this. Yeah. So number one thing is this: 99% of the time, the truth is this. I'll give you the simple truth. If you want to be successful in this business, yeah, 99% of the time, the person you are creating that solution for is the person you were a few years ago. Do you get me? 99% of the time, the person you are creating that solution for is the person you were a few years ago. Why is that so? Because at the end of the day, yeah, before you understood the things you understood now, before you know the things you know now, a few years ago, you were at some point where you were trying to figure it out. So for example, right now, the program I created when it comes to knowledge to profit is for people who, for myself, when I was starting out, many years ago, before I started making mistakes and wasting a lot of money on different useless things, I wanted to create a roadmap for that person so that you don't go through the years of wasting time to get that result. You don't go through the years of spending money, wasting money, and all those shit. Yeah, you just understand what you need to do and do it. Like the roadmap to getting from where you are. The way I look at it now is this: I look at the person I was maybe say 5, 6, 7 years ago. How can I create something that will help that person get to where I am based on what I now know? How can I make the process faster for them? So I'm not doing it in the sense of like, I want you to go through the same journey that I went through. If I want you to go through the same journey, then I'm going to give you so many useless information that's not important. But I want to fast forward it for you because I've gone through the journey. So now I know some of the things I did wrong, that some of this I didn't do wrong, some of this I would have done if I had information. So it's easy for me now to put that into context and say, okay, this is how you can, if I say, for instance, if I'm to go back in time, say, I want to meet that guy, I say, hey, bro, forget about this thing, just do this, do this, do this. I just show you the way. Because now when you have strategy, the important thing I want you guys to understand here is this: what you are really creating, you are creating solution. You are creating strategies for people. Strategy and information is very, very different. I can inform you, yes, we go to school to get information. But the problem with the school system is that they only inform you. They don't give you strategies. Strategy is that, okay, information is, there's somewhere called Lagos. Yeah? There's somewhere called Lagos, or there's somewhere called Dubai, or somewhere called Germany. Yeah? Strategy is that this is how to get to Germany. School will tell you that there's somewhere called Lagos or Germany, yeah? But strategy is that this is how I got to Germany. This is the way I got to Germany. So for many of you now, maybe you are in one country or the other. Maybe you want to, okay, for instance, when you were starting that journey, what are the things you did? If you want to explain the process to someone who is getting started, who didn't know some of the things, because for so many of you, when you are starting that journey of going, maybe you want to go abroad, you are going to lose money in some bad agents, you're going to waste a lot of money on different things that are useless because you didn't know the process. People are just going to be taking advantage for you. But when you travel the journey, now you will have first-hand experience. That experience is now what you package. That knowledge, that experience, what you package into a product to solve that problem for that person, so that you will be like, if I had gotten this thing when I started this journey, it would have saved me this time, this money, this, and made me get here sooner than later. I don't know if this makes sense for you. So the point is just that you are your ideal customer. You are creating a product for you of a few years ago. That's the simple truth. That's the best way to look at it. Because that's where you will not be able to have the confidence to teach that person. So when I first started, one of the first product I created back in the day was how to unlock an MTN modem. I'll answer your question soon. I will get to you. So how to unlock an MTN modem, yeah? So that was the first question, the first program, one of the first digital products I created back in the day. How to unlock an MTN modem. Because that was the knowledge I had, because I had figured it out. It took me watching a lot of YouTube videos and different things to learn it. So after I just knew that it was possible to sell information, that was what I packaged. So that thing, I sold it to other people who were looking to unlock their own MTN modem. I was not looking for people who didn't have MTN modem. I was not looking for people who had XM modem. I was looking for people who had MTN modem. So it was easy for me to sell to them because I know the problem they are facing and I have the solution. So all I did was package a solution and sell it to them, because we all buy solutions at the end of the day. So when you ask, the question is, you are your ideal customer. Don't make it more complicated than that. If you make it more complicated than that, you'll not be able to find the confidence to really teach what you know. You'll be looking at it in a dimension of like because when you've not really built the confidence rather. Because before I didn't have a personal brand. I wasn't showing my face on anything. Because then I was really shy. Like I couldn't really talk a lot about like this now. But it took me a journey to learn about these things, to have this confidence to do so, right? But back then I couldn't create certain programs because I felt like I didn't have the confidence to teach it to people, because I was trying to look at it as I want to teach that to that person, which I don't have. But if I have the information, I know that this is the thing I did to get to where I am, I can transfer that to anybody. I can teach it. I don't need to read, or I don't need to look at anywhere. As you wake me from sleep, I will teach it to you. So the first thing is really finding your confidence, in the sense that like, find what you know you have experience on. Because if you see, you can teach me how to build website, for instance. This person can still teach me how to build website. This other person can teach me how to build website. So now this is where experience differentiates all of us. This person has been building website for say 10 years. This has been building website for 10 years too. This has been building website for 10 years. In the journey of that, in the process of that 10 years, they figured out some strategies that allowed their process more seamlessly, more faster. So for instance, you have a strategy whereby, okay, instead of you to use normal coding and this, you go use a WordPress to build a website. And that person might say, okay, instead of me to use WordPress, I go use on that platform. So you find your own strategy that's easy for you, then that's the strategy you are selling. Because information plus your own experience is what creates the strategy that is unique to you, that will be easy for you to sell to other people who are in the same shoes you wear a few years ago. So go ahead, you can ask a question. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I guess Abdullah's hand is up.
Yeah, Abdullah, Abdullah, can ask you a question. Abdul Bari. Abdul Bari.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right. So my question is, I want you to give more details on your Sussex Circle charts. And secondly, I would like to also give the reason. I see the last page on this module one said the clarity tools. So I just wanted to shed more light on those two topics.
Clarity, that means the why. You mean the why? The 7 levels.
No, I want you to. No, the first one is the Sussex Circle.
Okay.
The Sussex Circle, I wanted to shed more light on that, to break it down more and give us more details on your personal experience and what makes you come up with that chart, because this is the first time I'm seeing that. So I want to hear from you directly how you come about it and what's the purpose and what it can be used for.
Okay, great. Okay, that's good. Mr. Bode, did I answer your question? Let me know I finished that first before I... Mr. Bode, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. I think let me bring something up. You just remind me now to open this and bring it up because it's very, very important what we are doing here now. So we are talking about that success circle is in I think it's based on the the lesson 3, the success that is the success framework. Yeah, the success mindset framework or something like that. That where I played a recording from Tony Robbins. That was not my original idea, but it was something I learned from Tony Robbins from his program I got it a long time ago. So he actually talked about the differentiating factor between those who end up making it in life and those who don't. Not just making it in life, but in any industry at all. The thing that differentiates the ones who are at the top from the ones who are at the bottom. It's not about skills. It's not about your talent. Yeah. It goes into understanding, okay, you understanding that we all as humans, we have potentials. We all have potential, yes or no? We all have potential to become more. We have the potential to become anything we want. Yes, we do that. But the thing that stops so many of us is the fact that the actions we take do not measure up to the potential we have. That is so the actions we take do not measure up to the potential we have because of we do not have the level of certainty that that action will actually give us the result we want. Because at the end of the day, in life, everything we want is a result. We have goals we've set for ourselves. You can say, I want to achieve so in the next 1 year, in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months. That's a goal. That's a result. So now you come back, okay? You know that you have the potential to achieve that result. You know that because everybody have that potential to achieve anything we want, yeah? But the problem now becomes, as you are taking the action, certain things will be happening that will make you feel like you start adapting yourself. The uncertainty will start coming in. Are you sure this result, I'm going to be able to achieve it? Are you sure I'm going to be able to achieve this thing? You start questioning yourself. You start questioning yourself. And the more you question yourself, the more you reduce the amount of action you take, which eventually affects the results you get. So that's the success circle, meaning that the first thing is to build the belief that whatever thing you want to achieve, that is the result you've created for yourself, is attainable. That's the 3 beliefs I gave you. You have to believe that it's attainable. Once you believe that that stuff is attainable and you are able to achieve it, then now you start taking the action that will allow you tap into your full potential to get to where you want to be, to get that result. So that's the circle for success. So when you see, for instance, when you see all the measure, for instance, okay, someone like Ronaldo, many of us know Ronaldo because he's a popular guy, yeah? Someone like Ronaldo, yeah? If you see his work ethics, you wouldn't be surprised at the result he has. He didn't get there by just wishing. He had a dream that one day is going to be so. Then started working on himself to ensure he get there. He started taking the action. And the thing that got him there is the action. But the thing that made him take that action is the belief that he was going to achieve that. It's a belief. Everything we achieve in life here comes from a place of belief. Because without that belief, that certainty that whatever action you want to take is going to get you the result, we cannot take the result. It's impossible. If you know that something that you are going to do is not going to give you the result you want, is it possible that you're going to do it? Nobody will do that. We're going to be like, oh, this thing, is it possible? No, I think this is not going to work. So let me just forget about it and go do something else. So go ahead.
Yeah, when I heard the word believe, because believe always come with doubt.
Yeah.
So in that sense, personally, I don't know, because when it comes to languages, sometimes we have to be careful.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, when you say believe, always it comes with doubt.
Belief.
So I use the
belief. Yeah.
I like to use the word, at least you have confidence,
Mm.
because the word as you've been teaching, I've been learning a lot, and I've been trying to grab some stuff from you as well, because the first thing is have confidence in yourself.
Mm. Yeah.
Because the moment you have confidence in yourself, you'll be able to treat other things. And one other thing I see is that, people, when they do things, for example, when you're a good person, you automatically believe everybody around you is good.
Yeah. True.
Until when they dash out their behavior, that you realize that, no, we are not the same. So working on yourself first, building the confidence, that will kind of give you more potential, because I'm looking at these circle success, from potential to action to result and certainty/belief.
Mm.
So I think the potential definitely will be developed when you have the confidence, when you can build the confidence,
Yeah. True.
and the confidence with consistency will
Mm.
go a long way.
True.
So I don't know, I'm just saying in my own word, I would like to know your own word regarding to belief, doubt, and confidence.
Okay. I think what you said is true, is 100% correct. Yeah. Confidence means that you can get something done. Yeah. You trust in your ability to get something done. So to get to that trust in your ability, that means you would have gotten similar results in the past to be able to get to that level of confidence. So one of the things I tell people is, to get confidence, you have to get results. Results equal confidence, because the more results you get, the more confident you become that you can get that result. So belief, yes, we are being careful with words is very, very important. For me, the way I try to teach is the way I understand certain things. So before I started building confidence in myself, before I started having confidence to do certain things I'm doing today, I started developing certain beliefs that I am enough, that I can be that. I saw a picture in my mind that this is the person I want to be. And if I didn't develop the beliefs that I can be that person, it was impossible for me to take the action to become that person. So for me, I like to start with you convincing your mind to be that thing first. And that's where the belief come in. Like, you have to just believe that that thing is possible first, or you are able to be that person first. So when you do that, that's when you now start taking certain actions, which will now build your confidence at the end of the day. Because, for instance, many of us here, you might tell yourself, I want to do something, maybe small tasks, like I don't want to use my phone today. Small tasks as that, I don't want to use my phone today. Then you use your phone. You find yourself using your phone again. You do this well enough, you realize that when you tell yourself that I want to achieve a bigger goal, because of those smaller things you could not do, you could not get yourself to stay committed or to stay disciplined in doing, you realize that as you are trying to achieve that bigger stuff, you will not come. your mind will not start bringing the doubts. Are you not the one that says you will not touch your phone yesterday? You touched your phone. How do you think you will be able to achieve that thing you are talking about? Before you know it, you start believing this thing now. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. Before you know it, you stop taking the action, which eventually crumble that vision. So if you watch that module, the lesson 3, I think you're going to understand that potential, action, and the certainty and uncertainty better, because your belief, the certainty, being certain about a result, is what's going to get you to take the action. Taking the action is what's going to enable you tap into your full potential, and tapping into your full potential is what's going to get you to the result. So this is when you measure it in every aspect of your life, you realize that it's actually true. Because many of us don't take actions to achieve something, or we quit in the process of achieving something, because at some point in trying to achieve that thing, that small voice came in. Are you sure you can do this? You start bringing the doubt, and the doubt now, that is the uncertainty, now makes you feel like, oh, I cannot do this thing. And if you know you cannot do this thing, there's no way you'll be able to give your 100 to it, because whatever result you want needs your 100. So I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I realize that it's a process. It's a process that has to do with time and you building yourself as well. So
Yes, 100%.
I really appreciate you breaking it down more. So it's clearer now. So I see start from belief, because once you believe, you can use that belief to process your confidence. And your
Yeah.
confidence will, I mean, you can use your belief to process your potential.
Yeah.
So once you get your potential, from there you can build your confidence to get action done.
True. So, any other question? Did
I have
Me
a
from
question.
you get the chance to watch that lesson?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, I think lesson 5. Yeah, go ahead. I think somebody had a question, yeah?
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. So I was just saying, how do you identify the kind of product that will really work? Let's say you don't have any kind of skills at all before. Or maybe you're young, like I'm just 20 years. I don't really have any kind of skills that I can package. And how do you figure out, okay, this kind of skills I should learn that I can turn into a product that I can really sell?
That's a beautiful question, yeah. I think one of the things that really affects us in this case is if you focus too much on the sell, you are going to lose it. What do I mean by that? You see, yes, we are here to make money, yeah, but the most important thing is what you need to focus on is impact. Why is impact very important? Impact is very important because impact gives you the ability to go all in for what you want to do. I don't look at anything I want to learn in the terms of how do I make money from it. I look at anything I want to learn in terms of, do I really love learning this thing? Does this thing fit into the overall vision I've created for myself? I don't know if it makes sense, but you need to identify if that thing you want to learn fits into the overall vision you've created for yourself. So if, for instance, I decide that I want to be a public speaker, for instance, yeah, and then I want to learn certain skills that will make me a public speaker, yeah, like communication and all these other small skills. If I'm focused on how do I make money with public speaking when I'm not even gotten the skill of public speaking, I'm going to lose out on building the foundation very well, because I'll be in haste to get the result. So the way you need to look at it is, you can either go with an idea of like, when you look at your environment, for instance, what do you think people need? Or what do you think people want? What problems? Look at it as problem solution, because people buy solutions to problems. They don't buy products. Nobody buys a product. You didn't buy this product. You bought a solution that this solution will enable me get so results. So you need to come back to now today, like, identify for yourself, what is that thing I feel like I would love to commit my time into learning for me first, not for another person now, for me first. Or you can look at it this way. Another way to break it down is like, what problems can I solve for myself? Because if you have the problem, other people also have the problem. Do you get it? If you have the problem, other people have the problem too. So how can I solve this problem for myself? Then you go find the solution. You go learn about the solution. Is it that one of the things you struggle with is you don't know how to express yourself? Is it that one of the things you struggle with is, you find the things you struggle with now? Because if you can solve that problem for yourself, that means you can create a product to solve it for other people. This is where the advantage comes in, because now you know that what you are teaching or selling to that person works. So it gives you the confidence to sell it the way you should sell it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So look at problems. Look at problems. Don't look at sell. You sell solution. Look at problems. What problems am I even facing right now? Or what problems is my friend facing that I know the solution to? Or I can go find the solution to. So understand that the bigger the problem you solve, the more money you are going to be able to make. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you are going to be able to make. You get? So those are some of the things you really need to understand all about problems. Stop looking at the cell, look at the problems, because if you can find a problem, you can solve very well. And the beautiful thing is this, yeah? Today, you have access to amazing tools that can help you find solutions to those problems. Do you get? You have access to amazing tools. I think, okay, you were in the other program called the Knowledge to Profit, the 1.0. There's another one now called the 2.0, which is with AI, where I amplify a lot of things, yeah? Whereby instead of just, like this kind of question you're asking now is something we can go into AI and ask AI right now and give us some amazing ideas. Before you know, we will start generating products. Do you get? So I'll give access to that one. Don't worry yourself. So any other question?
I guess my next question, you just quickly touched base on that. I was just going to ask about what is the future of the digital marketing, and how can the introduction of the AI improve and also optimize the end-to-end processes?
Yeah, it's going to change. It's already changed. It's already changing it already. Like the dynamics of things is changing, because when you, for instance, now, yeah, some people that have not gotten there yet. This is a more advanced question, so this might confuse so many people. So, but let me just go in a little bit. When it comes to selling on the internet, yeah, there are different aspects to it. So when you say digital marketing, there are different aspects. Digital marketing has to do with a lot of other channels like SEO, marketing, content marketing, yeah, copywriting. It has to do with video creation and all these other different aspects, funnel building and things like that. And also, one thing that's very powerful with digital marketing is the ability to really get into your customer's mind and speak to their subconscious, talk to them emotionally. So normally, when you are starting out as a digital marketer or trying to sell online, you are going to be finding it difficult for you to really create this content that you really need to put out there that will attract people to buy the stuff. Because once you create a product, you need to start selling it. And to sell it, you need to create content that you can either use paid advertisement to run, or organic, where you build a brand and sell that product using your brand. So digital AI comes into play in the sense that it can help you with a lot of ideas on how to create this stuff. So for instance, I want to create a product and I don't have ideas about that product. I can go into AI and research about that topic and give me some amazing answer. Then I ask AI also with some prompts to help me, show me some copies I can use to, when I say copies, it's just the words you are using to sell that stuff. So give me some words and some content ideas I can use to sell that product. It's going to generate it. Then from your own experience as a marketer, you can now start using that idea to fine tune it into the way you would like it to come. But if you don't have ideas as a marketer, you can test the ideas that it gave you, run with it exactly, and then from the results you are going to get from the market, you're going to see if that thing is going to work or not. From there, you change it. So it's really going to advance. It's really already changing the entire game already, like no doubt about that, because you can use it to create contents without showing your face. You can do it to use. You can use it to turn your words into recordings, and there's so many things, so many aspects to it, which is a more advanced stuff. Yeah, because a lot of people coming into this program. I created this program for a lot of people who are beginners in this in this field, so that they can understand how to navigate it and how get the result. But when it comes to the advanced stuff, that's a different. We are going to complicate a lot of things if we go into that. But AI is.
I guess Abiola has a quick question.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for that. I guess Abiola has a question. He puts it on the chat for you.
Okay, ask a question.
Question.
Abiola, can you ask a question now?
If he's not available, I have a question.
I think he's struggling with unmuting himself. Yeah, Let me see if let me just try.
If it's not available, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, ask the question.
Okay, with what you've just explained, it means that every digital creator must be a content creator also to market his digital products. Are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you done with the question?
Okay. Yes, I'm done with the question. Yeah.
Okay. When I say content, in the context of content, is the when you go on Facebook, yeah, you're going to see a lot of contents that are trying to get your attention. Paid advertisement from Facebook platform. People are paying, hey, come here, I'll show you. Yeah. All they are trying to do is to get your attention and sell you what they have. Do you get? So you don't necessarily need to be a content creator per se, like you want to start building a brand, because it's what they call building a brand, where you're creating content just to build that brand to get people. That's the free way to go about it. But there's also a paid way to go about it, whereby you pay to play. But you still need to create the content that you are going to pay the platform to promote for you. Because that content is what's going to sell the product itself, not necessarily like, okay, say I created a program right now and I want to sell that program. How do I get you to know about that program? If I don't create a content about that program to inform people about the program I've created. So that content in itself is what sells your product. But understanding how to structure the content in a way that you follow the hook story offer is one of the things that will get you to differentiate yourself in the marketplace of people seeking attention. Because you must sell your product, you must get people's eyeball attention. We talk about traffic. Traffic is one of the things you need to. The more people that knows about what you're selling, the more people will buy from it. The only reason why the Knowledge to Profit program is not really, it don't have a lot of users is because I've not really put in my energy to really sell it. See, I really want to focus on this and sell it the way I want to sell. No, I've not really done that. But if you want to get people to buy that stuff, you must put in your energy to sell it. Because that's the only way you can sell.